India whitewashing Bangladesh 2-0 in the recently concluded two-match test series that took place at home was of course a wonderful result, but let's face it, in today's day and age, what is also important is how exactly it is that it has a bearing on, of course, the World Test Championship points table. Ever since the introduction of the World Test Championship, there has been a lot of emphasis on finding out how exactly it is a test win, a series win, or everything else in between matters when it comes to the WTC points table, for the very simple reason that the WTC Final will of course be contested by two sides who end up making it to the top of the table. So you need to be finishing first and second in order to qualify for the WTC Final. The third edition of the WTC Final will take place in 2025, and as things stand, India are in a very good position to seal their qualification before that all-important series that takes place against Australia. How so? Well, of course, going into the Bangladesh series, and I'm talking about before the series started, India had a total of 10 test matches left, and the equation for them was simple. They needed 5 wins in those particular games. It didn't matter where exactly they came. If they got 5 wins, they were guaranteed qualification come what may. And that's something that the Indian team are only too familiar with, because if you look at how it is they went about their business, particularly in the second test match against Bangladesh, they knew that getting those wins out of the way was very, very important. Well, they won both of the tests against Bangladesh, which means that the equation for them is pretty simple. They need just 3 wins in their remaining 8 test matches. That's the thing. They have 3 more test matches which will be coming up against New Zealand, and after that they've got 5 test matches which will be taking place, of course, when they travel down under, and will be the series that everyone is looking forward to, the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Now this series, of course, assumes significant importance, not just of course due to the fact that India have won the last 2 editions of the series that have taken place in Australia, and of course the fact that this could very well be the World Test Championship final which you would be seeing. India-Australia does seem like the most odds-on final at this point in time. So it would be very interesting for the Indian team to be testing themselves up against the opposition who they'll be facing potentially in 2025, but also the same opposition who denied them that very title in 2023. Remember, 2023, it was India versus Australia in the WTC final, and India were blown away by a Travis Head masterclass. They'd of course want to ensure that nothing of the sort happens this time around, which means that of course the 5-match test series against Australia, aside from of course being fiercely contested, will assume a significant amount of importance as far as the World Test Championship is concerned. And for India, the hope will be that they can actually be done with their qualification before they go down under, because if they clean sweep New Zealand 3-0 in the upcoming 3-test series, well, when that's done and dusted, India have sealed their qualification, and it won't matter if they lose a test match or 2 against Australia. However, if they go in needing a few more wins, it might just end up ramping up the pressure a little bit more. So that's the scenario. India now need 3 test wins in their remaining 8 matches. Thank you so much for joining us in this video.